Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, we will just wait 2 to 3 minutes more. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, all of you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, all of you. So, in the last class, we have started with the topic called as atoms and molecules. I'm just quickly revising. We have started with this law of chemical combinations. We have discussed the law of conservation of mass, then law of constant proportions. Then we have discussed about John Dalton's atomic theory. What are the postulates of this theory? So there were we have discussed about the six properties, six postulates. So we have talked about six postulates. Of Dalton's atomic theory. Then we have moved towards the topic as atom. What is atom?
Sir, your voice is breaking for me.
Even for me, sir.
We have talked about what is atom. What are the modern ways, symbols of atoms of different elements? And we have talked about the symbols of the some elements, right?
Yes, sir.
So today we'll talk, also I have given you an example of watermelon. So today we'll talk about what is a molecule. Can anyone have any idea about what is molecule? Advay?
Sir, it is a group of atoms.
Yes, it is a group of atoms. Suppose I'm saying an example of H2SO4. Now it consists of a group of atoms. Two atoms of hydrogen, one atom of sulfur, and four atoms of oxygen. So you can say it's a group. Molecule is a group of two or more atoms. Now, how these atoms are bonded? By using a chemical bond. So, a molecule is a group of two or more atoms that are chemically bonded together. Means the atoms are tightly held together by some attractive forces. So I can define a molecule. It is the smallest particle of an element or a compound. It is a what? Very smallest particle of an element or a compound that is capable of an independent existence. Each atom which is present in the molecule has its own independent existence and shows all the properties of that substance. So I can say the atoms of same or different element. You will see here the different elements are attached. But if I'm talking about H2, you will see in the case of H2 there are two H atoms. So these are of same elements. So atoms of the same element or of different elements can join together to form the molecule. Is it HCl is a molecule?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Of a different elements. Is Cl2 a molecule?
Yes, sir.
Of a same element. So just note down what is molecule. Just note down this definition. Okay, so now
Sir,
we have to,
go back.
yes.
Sir, could you once go back? Done, sir.
So we have to talk about molecules of elements and molecules of compounds. Now, in the case of molecules of an element, you will see the molecules of an element are constituted by the same type of atoms. So molecules of many elements, such as if we are taking an example of argon, helium, oxygen, hydrogen, they are made up of only one. Okay, in case of noble gases, they are made up of only one atom of that element. But this is not the case with most of the non-metals. Suppose, you know, what is formula for ozone? You know, anyone has, you know, formula
No.
for ozone? What is formula for ozone?
Sir, O3.
Yeah, it's O3. Now in the molecule of O3, you will see 3 oxygen atoms. So this is called as molecules of the elements. You will see there are 3 atoms of oxygen unite into a molecule. In case of oxygen molecule, you are saying that it is diatomic. So O2 will be the formula. Okay. So the number of atoms constituting a molecule is known as its atomicity. What is atomicity? The number of atoms constituting a molecule is known as its atomicity. So tell me, what is atomicity of O3, ozone?
Sir, 3.
Sir, 3.
What is
So 3.
atomicity of chlorine molecule, Cl2?
Sir, 2.
2.
So 2.
2. If it is 1, it is called monoatomic. If it is 2, it is called diatomic. If it is 3, it is called poly, means tri, 4 for tetra, and like that.
So
So,
will only noble gases have one atomic number?
yes, as noble gas or inert gases have already their shells of octet or duplet. So they are not taking part in any of the chemical reactions. So their existence is always single. So argon, helium, xenon, radon. So if you'll see the 18th group in the periodic table, all the elements of group 18 called as noble gases are monoatomic. H2, O2, N2, Cl2, these are diatomic gases. If you'll see the valency of phosphorus, if phosphorus forms a molecule of P4 kind, so it is called tetraatomic. Sulfur poly means more than 4. So this is the way, this is what we talked about non-metals. Even the metals and some other elements such as carbon do not have a simple structure, but consist of a very large number of atoms bonded together. Okay, so got it? What exactly in the molecules of the elements? Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Nainika, can you tell me what is atomicity?
Yes, sir. Sir, atomicity is the number of atoms that constitute an element or molecule.
Yes. So just make a definition of it. And write one example. Please note it.
So do we need to write all the examples?
No, whatever I have marked, you have to note down.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Done, sir.
So this is what we have talked about molecules of the elements. So the formation of molecules with the same elements. Next one is formation of molecules of compounds. So here you have to note that atoms of different elements join together in definite proportion to form molecules of compounds. Now if I'm saying example, this is water molecule, it's a compound. So combining elements are hydrogen and oxygen. As we have already discussed in the law of chemical combinations, the compounds when it gets formed in a particular ratio by mass, so hydrogen is 1 and oxygen is 8, so you will get 1 raised to 8. Same way, if I'm talking about ammonia, nitrogen and hydrogen, so 3 nitrogen is 14 to 3, like that. Carbon dioxide, it will be 32, it will be 12. So if you solve this, you will get 3 to the power 8. So you got the difference between molecules of elements and molecules of compound.
Yes,
Mansha,
sir.
can you discuss the difference between molecules of elements and molecules of compounds? Here, can you tell me?
Sir, could
Sania,
you repeat the question?
I asked what is molecules of elements and what is molecules of compound? Sania Mukherjee, can you tell? Medhash? Naini, can you just explain?
So molecules of elements are made out of the atoms of the same element, two or more atoms of the same element, whereas molecules of compounds are made out of two or more atoms of different elements.
They combine in a fixed proportion.
Yes, sir.
Advait,
Yes, sir. Sir, I am not able to hear you.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you explain better? Sorry, my net got disconnected.
Sir, what do I need to explain?
What is the difference between molecules?
Sir, as Nanika said, that molecules of elements uh, combine with each other. So molecules, two or more atoms of the same element combine with each other in molecules of elements, whereas in molecules of compounds, two or more atoms of different elements combine with each other in fixed proportion.
Okay. Medhansh. Medhansh. Saivi.
Yes, sir.
Can you give me a difference between both of them?
So, of molecules of elements and molecules of compounds.
Yes.
The molecules of elements are constituted by the same type of atoms, and atoms of different elements join together in definite proportion to form molecules of compounds.
Yes. Correct. Now, Advay, tell me
Yes.
why atom shares or transfers electron?
Sir, atoms mainly share or transfer electrons so that they can become stable.
Yes. So obviously the atoms are achieving the nearest noble gas electronic configuration.
Yes, sir.
Suppose we are talking about sodium. What is atomic number of sodium? It's 11. And its electronic configuration is
So 2
2, 8, 1. So you will observe here, in case of sodium atom, the outermost shell or valence shell is not completely filled. For the completion, it requires 7 more electrons. Hence, it is unstable. To become stable, sodium atom loses its electrons. If it loses this last shell, that is 1 electron, then second shell becomes outer shell. Then it becomes stable. So, when an atom lose or gains electron, it forms an radical or the ion. So generally metals has the ability to donate the electrons and becomes electropositive ion. Non-metals have a tendency to to accept the electron and becomes electronegative ion. So the compounds composed of metals and the non-metals contain two charge species. One is positive and another one is negative. Take an example of NaCl. Sodium is metal, chlorine is non-metal. They both contain the charge species: sodium positive ion, chlorine negative ion. So the question is, what is exactly the ion? So the ions may consist of a single charge atom or a group of atoms that have a net charge on them. If I'm talking about this SO4 2 minus, this is what we call sulfate ion. So it's a group of atoms, right, with the charge 2 minus. So ion may consist of single charge atom or a group of atoms that have a net charge on them. It is very important to have the net charge. A negatively charged ion is called an anion, and the positively charged ion is called as cation. So if we'll talk about the example of sodium chloride, its constituent particles are positively charged sodium ion and negatively charged chlorine ion. Cleared?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Note down what is ion. I'm just marking over here. This one is the first point. This one is the second point.
Sir, how big is this chapter?
Beta, two more subtopics are remaining and some numericals.
Okay, sir.
Done, sir.
Yes, sir, done.
Now, as I said, tell me it's ion or not.
Sir, it is.
Okay, so it's a group of atoms carrying a charge. It
Yes.
is known as polyatomic ion. Many atoms, hence it is named as.
Sir, so more than 3. More than.
What more than? See, no. If I'm writing like this, this is called monoatomic ion. One atom, right? This one is polyatomic ion. So I have given certain names with their symbols. Just quickly go through with it. If you have any query, please ask me.
So in the bracket, like iron 2, copper 3, those are the isotopes of iron.
See, you know that some ions possesses the variable valencies.
Yes, sir.
These are the variable valencies.
Okay, sir.
Basically, we are denoting the charge as nothing. That is nothing but its valency. Sodium's valency is +1, so we are denoting +1. One we are not writing usually. Potassium is also +1, like that.
Okay.
Copper is, you know that copper's valency is
Plus
2.
shows that it will give electrons, and negative shows that it will gain electrons.
Yes, generally metals has the ability to donate the electrons, and
Yes.
non-metals accepts the electron and becomes negative.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
And the third column is polyatomic. You will see the more atoms are together and form the ion with net charge.
Yes, sir.
I'm marking it, please note down. Whatever I have marked, please note it. This is also very important. Please read the line which is written just below the table.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any query?
No, sir. Sir, but 1 minute. I have to complete.
Yes, yes. Medhansh, Nainika, Saivi, Sania, Saransh, any query?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
So Hia's connection is very poor, so she may not be able to join back.
Whose connection?
Sir Hia.
Okay. Okay. Please tell her to send me the message afterwards. I will send the recordings to her.
Okay, sir.
Completed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the next one of the important topic from examination point, how to write a chemical formula, or you can say a molecular formula. You know that a molecular formula is a representation of a molecule that uses chemical symbols to indicate the types of atoms, followed by subscript to show the number of atoms of each type in the molecule. A subscript is used only when more than one atom of a given type is present. Now, if I'm giving you example, I have written 2 and 4 in the subscript form. This is the molecular formula of hydrogen sulfate or sulfuric acid. So it indicates that the types of atoms followed by subscript to show the number of atoms of each type in a molecule. So by looking at the formula, you can say there are 2 atoms of hydrogen, there is 1 atom of sulfur, and there are 4 atoms of oxygen. So exactly how to formulate this? So that is one of the very important thing that we are going to discuss about. So basically you have to remember the 3 important rule. Listen carefully, 3 important rule. Identify the cation and the anion. Now you are aware about cations and anions, means you have to find out the positive charge and the negative charge ions for which the formula must be written. Write down the ions with their respective charges. Then balance the charge by crisscross multiplication and write the cation first followed by the anion. I'm repeating again. As I said, for writing what are the 3 important things you must know. I have just sent message to everyone on chat. What are the 3 important rules?
Sir, I didn't get.
Sir, even I didn't receive
Sir,
it.
even I didn't get it.
Wait. Okay, see. All of you got it?
Yes, sir.
See, identify the cation and anion present in the chemical for which the formula must be written. Write down the
Yes, sir.
ions with their respective charges. Balance the charges by crisscross multiplication such that the cation receives the charge of anion and vice versa. Cations first followed by the anions. Now I am giving you an example. Hydrochloric acid or hydrogen chloride. Now you know that hydrogen chloride Symbols are H and Cl. Now you have to identify the positive and negative. Hydrogen and chlorine being non-metal, it will come negative charge. Hydrogen, there will be plus valency. Chlorine will be also plus valency. Then, as I said, after writing the valency, what you have to do? After writing the valency, the second rule is write down the ions with their respective charge. Balance the charges by crisscross multiplication. Means you have to do the just crisscross way. Means hydrogen 1 and chlorine 1, and just put this number. If it is 1, you don't need to write it in the subscript format. Again, one I will example I will take hydrogen sulfide. Now hydrogen, the symbol is H. Now sulfide symbol is S, but it's sulfide, and so valency B is 2. Sulfide's valency is what? 2. Hydrogen's valency is 1. Now you will see, as per the rules, it is not balanced. So you have to do some crisscross connection like that, and then you just put these values as in the subscript format. So you will get the formula H2S. One will usually we will not write. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Any
sir.
No,
doubt?
sir.
No doubt, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Just go through with these 4 examples. These 2. If you have any query, please ask me. First, go through it. Don't write.
How do we, after writing the chemical formula, how do we understand which ion is negative and which is positive?
Beta, if it is a metal, it is positive. If it is a non-metal, it is negative.
Okay.
Advay, can you explain third and fourth?
Yes, sir. Sir, so in the third example, we have taken the valency of chlorine, which is 1, and carbon, which is 4, and then we crisscrossed it, and then we got the formula of CCl4. And in the second example of magnesium chloride, we first wrote the valency of chlorine, which is 1 minus below chlorine, and magnesium, which was 2, sorry, charge, which is 2 plus, and then we used a crisscross method, and then we got MgCl2.
Okay. Nainika, next 2 examples.
Yes, sir. So in the formula for aluminium oxide, we first taken the charge of aluminium, which is +3, and then of oxide, which is -2, and then by crisscross method we get Al2O3. Similarly, for the formula of calcium oxide, we took the charge of calcium first, and then the charge of oxide. Calcium is +2, and oxide is -2, and since both are the same, it balances out to be 1 and 1. So the formula instead of Ca2O2 becomes CaO.
Yes. So remember, the valencies of the 2 elements are the same. So you may arrive at the formula Ca2O2. But we are simplifying the formula in the simplest ratio, 1:1. So you will get CaO. See, for while writing the subscript integer, we don't need to write it their symbols. Sorry, you don't need to write their signs, whether it is plus or minus. Getting?
Sir, but you told that in calcium, metals will always have positive, but
Yes, but I'm telling, for writing the formula, don't put the signs.
okay, sir. So,
Up
sir,
to valency you can write, but for making the formula, don't do.
sir,
Means
so
don't write. Means don't write like this. Al plus 2O3 plus 3 minus like that.
okay. So basically, the chemical formula wouldn't give us the charge of the ion, right?
Yes. It just see, obviously it will give you the charge, because see, suppose NaCl is there. Now you know that Na is positive and chlorine is negative. In case of Al2O3, you can say that Al is positive because opposite charge only attracts. No, you will not get the molecule with the same charge.
Sir, but just by looking at the formula, we'll not get to know
What you will not get, and I get.
the charge.
No, it will be of opposite charge only. Then only they will attract. If it is the formula is Al2O3, you can say that aluminium plus 3 and oxygen is minus 2, because you know that the method to form the formula now.
Yes, sir.
Getting?
Yes, sir.
See, if it is MgCl2, you know that magnesium is metal, it is positive, and chlorine is it is negative. So if we'll do the cross multiplication, then only you will get it MgCl2. Means Mg2 is for Mg and 1 is for chlorine. And obviously opposite attracts, of magnesium is positive and chlorine is negative.
Yes, sir. Understood. Thank you, sir.
एक्सीलेंट बेटा. आप लोग ने लिख लिया क्या ये एग्जांपल्स?
No, sir, you hadn't told us to write.
ओके, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जस्ट नोट डाउन द रूल्स जो मैंने सेंड किए हैं. रूल्स वो लिख लो नोटबुक में. उसके बाद यू जस्ट टेक एन एग्जांपल जो मैं टिक मार्क करके रहा हूँ वो. फॉर एग्जांपल्स नोट डाउन.
Sir,
फर्स्ट यू हैव टू कॉपी द रूल्स.
sir,
I know chat.
these are given in the
Yes.
textbook only, na? So
No, rules are not given in the textbook.
the rules we write, we need to write examples also because it is given in the text.
Examples you have to note down, rules also.
Okay, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay, completed.
Yes, sir.
Advay, Nainika, Medhansh, Sania, Saransh.
Yes, sir, completed.
Yes, sir, done.
Just go through with these two examples. See, calcium hydroxide. Hydroxide means OH. You know the tables which I have shown you the previous one about ions. There were some hydroxyl ion. So hydroxyl means what? Which contains oxygen and hydrogen. And calcium, Ca. So you have to make a round bracket because we have used two, when we have used two or more of the some ions, same ions in the formula. So here the bracket around OH with a calcium's valency is +2 and OH is -1. So if we'll do the cross mapping, you will see there are two hydroxyl group joined to one calcium atom. So in other words, there are two atoms each of oxygen and hydrogen in the calcium hydroxide. So the formula becomes calcium Ca in a bracket OH whole twice. Same way in the example of ammonium sulfate. Now ammonium is NH4 and sulfate is SO4. Ammonium valency is +1 and sulfate it is -2. But these are the polyatomic ions, right? So whenever there are polyatomic ions, you have to make a round bracket. And then you have to put a subscript, which indicates that now I'm writing NH4 twice. It means the nitrogen are 2 and hydrogen becomes 8. Getting? Getting?
Yes, sir.
So could you repeat?
I'm saying if it is a polyatomic ion, you have to make a round bracket. And then as a subscript, you have to put the number. Now, in the case of ammonium sulfate, the formula becomes NH4 twice SO4. Now, NH4 twice, it means nitrogen are 2 and hydrogen are 8. Cleared?
Yes, sir, clear. Thank you, sir.
Please note down these two examples.
Done, sir.
Good. All of you completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Everyone is aware about the periodic table, right?
Yes, sir.
So, can anyone tell me first 20 elements?
So hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, and calcium.
Excellent. So, first 20 elements, you must know their atomic number and their mass number. Mass number is nothing but the number of protons and neutrons, right? First, starting with the hydrogen, atomic number is 1, mass number is 1. Helium, atomic number is 2, mass is 4, like that. If we'll go to the sixth important one, I'm telling you, sixth one is carbon with mass 12. Nitrogen is 7 with mass 14. Oxygen is 8 with mass 16. Sodium is 11th with mass 23. If we'll check the 18th, 19th, and 20th, their mass is 40. Chlorine is 17, mass is 35.5. So these are the some important elements. Generally, they are asking the molecule. You see in the exam, obviously they will give you the atomic mass of these elements. But I think as a 9th standard student, you must know at least first 20 elements. In the exam, obviously they will provide you, but it's very easy to understand the at least first 20 elements, their atomic number and mass number. Cleared?
Yes, sir.
Because the last topic is based on that only. It's a numerical part which includes molecular mass and the mole concept.
Okay, sir. Sir,
Which then, yes, then we finish this topic. And
okay.
most of the time the exams में questions उसी के base पे आते हैं.
Sir,
Yes,
mainly
yes, tell me.
the atomic number and mass number is in the form of 2n and 2n plus 1. So see, if we take hydrogen, its atomic number is 1 and its mass number is 1. So if we do 2n, then it will be 2. Sorry.
Sorry, beta, I can't. I didn't get you what you want to say.
Sir, sorry,
Hello.
I got confused.
Okay.
Now it is okay.
Okay. The homework for you is these questions. Total 4 questions are here, right?
Yes, sir.
Homework is question number. These all 4 questions which is there on with the sky blue color on page number 39 that you have to do as a homework.
So do we need to upload it?
Yes. Last class, I didn't receive. Nainika, have you done the homework?
Yes, sir. But last class you didn't tell us to send it, so I didn't send it. But
Okay.
I've done all the homework.
Okay, good. So you pass this message to Hia also
Yes,
to
sir.
send me the homework. You have my number, right? So you can send me on that number. You can mail it directly to me.
Sir, I don't have your number, so I can send it through Shrishti ma'am.
Yeah, you can. You both send it to Srishti ma'am. Then she will forward to me.
Yes, sir. I'll tell her to do that.
And I received the homework from Advai Medansh. Saivi, you can also send the
Yes,
homework. I'm giving, yes, today is the Thursday, right?
yes, sir.
By Sunday, I want.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. So can I have your
I'm giving you
number?
2 to 3 days. I'm there on the Ghatkopar group.
Okay, sir.
So you can send it on the group or you can send to me direct personally.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
And I would like to tell you that, yeah, you have lots of homework from school also and other subjects also. That's why I'm giving you 2 to 3 days to complete the homework. So don't
Yes, sir.
do it in a hurry. Do it very slowly and carefully. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Next class, I want all the 20 elements, atomic number and mass number. Okay? Then we'll talk now about the next topic, molecular mass.
Okay, sir.
Molecular mass. Okay, what is molecular mass? We have already studied now what is molecule.
Sir,
H2SO4 is a molecule. HCl is a molecule. Uska weight, right?
yes, sir.
That is nothing but a molecular mass. So suppose I want to calculate the molecular mass of H2O. That's what I said. To calculate the molecular mass, beta, you must know their atomic masses. That's what I see in the exam. Obviously, they will give you in a bracket. The atomic mass of hydrogen is 1, atomic mass of oxygen is 16. But these are the very simple. So I want you people to by heart this first 20. Now, it's very simple. How to do first the molecular mass of H2O? First of all, you know that the mass is measured in the, or it is expressed in the unit called as AMU, that is atomic mass unit. So you simply write it either small u or AMU. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Now how to find out the molecular mass of H2O? Now you, Advai, you tell me how many atoms are involved in this molecule?
Sir, two. Sir,
Two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of
yes,
oxygen.
sir, two hydrogen and one of oxygen.
Yes. So two molecules. Okay, I will show you. We have to calculate the molecular mass of H2O. Now I'm saying two atoms of hydrogen are involved and one atom of oxygen involved. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is atomic mass of hydrogen?
Sir, 1.
It is one.
1. What is atomic mass of oxygen?
Sir,
So
16.
16.
So 2 plus 16, 18U, or you can say 18 AMU. That is the molecular mass. Cleared?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir. No doubt.
One more example I will give you. In the exam, they will give you the atomic masses. Can you solve and tell me what is the answer?
Yes, sir. 1 minute.
All of you, please do it.
Sir, is it 98?
Yes, sir. Even I got 98.
Saransh, what answer you got? Saivi, what answer you got?
Sir, I have not solved it yet because I cannot see your PPT properly.
Huh? You can't see it here properly?
Yes, sir, I cannot understand what you wrote.
Nainika, can you explain
Yes, sir.
what you understood?
Sevi, the compound given is H2SO4. So it is given the atomic masses of the elements. So H is equal to 1, S is equal to 32, O is equal to 16. So you have to find the molecular mass of H2SO4.
Do this one. This we are doing molecular mass.
Sir, 63.
All of you got it? Nainika?
Yes, sir. Even I got 63.
Now this is called molecular mass. Now the next concept is called as formula mass. See, there is a difference between molecular mass and formula mass. Okay, molecular mass means you have to do the algebraic sum of the atomic masses. Okay, atomic masses. Sania, you are getting it or not?
Yes, sir, I am.
You got the answers 98 and 63?
Yeah, I did.
Excellent. So, see, that's what we have talked about these two examples. One water, you got 18 and 63 U. If you write it AMU, it is also correct. If you write it only U, small u, it is also correct. This is what molecular mass. The next one is formula unit mass. See, what is the difference between these two? In the case of formula unit mass, you have to do the same procedure, but you have to do the sum of the atomic masses of all atoms in a formula unit. Okay, only difference you will see, you don't need to count the atoms. Getting what I'm saying?
So could you explain once again?
Yes.
We use the word formula unit for those substances whose constituent particles are ions. Getting? For example, NaCl. NaCl, you know that NaCl में कितने ions है? Sodium 1 ion is and chlorine is 1 ion, right? So yes, so same way you have to calculate the formula unit mass of NaCl, that is 1 into 23 plus 1 into 35.5, that is equals to 58.5. Same way for calcium chloride CaCl2, we have to use the calcium plus 2 into Cl, right? That is 40 plus 2 into 35.5, that is 111 U. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, difference is we have to use the compound which is made up of from its ions.
So that means only charged atoms.
Yeah, only charged. In case of H2O or you can say ammonia, these are called as what? The molecules of a compound, and these are the molecules of the elements. It also includes, okay, and with their ions. Getting?
Yes, sir.
ये भी होमवर्क दे दो क्या 40 वाला क्वेश्चंस और नॉट? This one, should I give this also homework?
Okay, sir.
Because anyway you have to do it till Sunday, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Nainika, can you explain the formula unit mass again?
Yes, sir. So in the formula unit mass, we have to multiply the charges of the elements with their atomic masses, and then add the two together, and then you will get the answer of the formula unit mass.
Excellent. Advay, can you just explain again what is formula and what is molecular mass unit?
Yes, sir. Sir, in molecular mass unit, we take a compound which does not have a charge in its atom, and then we multiply the number of atoms with its atomic mass, and then add the two elements. Whereas in molecular formula mass unit, we take compounds which have charges in their atoms. That means they have ions, and then we take their number of ions and multiply by their atomic mass, and then add both the elements, the atomic masses, and the multiplication of atomic masses and ions of both the elements.
Excellent, beta. Excellent, all of you. Okay. Sania, what is the unit of formula mass and molecular mass? Sania, what is the unit of molecular mass and formula mass? Yes, Sania, can you hear me? Okay, so all of you, okay, Sania. No, Sania, we can't hear you. Okay, I got it. It's U or AMU. Okay, so guys, we will stop over here. Advay, just can you quickly just state the points, whatever we have covered today?
So today we learned what is molecule. Then we learned about what is an ion. Then we saw how do we write chemical formulas of elements and compounds. And then we learned what is formula mass unit and molecular unit.
Excellent. Only the important point is mole concept that is remaining. That is also the numericals. But for solving that, I want you to first by heart the first 20 elements and their masses. So I will ask you everyone in the next class, before starting this topic, I will ask you everyone about the questions related with the atomic masses and atomic number of first 20 elements.
Okay, sir.
And two homework I have given you, page number 39. If you don't have the textbook with you, please take a screenshot. I have given you this homework, hold this, so you can take a screenshot of these, those who don't have the textbook. And this one homework. So both homeworks you have to send via mail or WhatsApp to me by Sunday.
Okay, sir.
Chalo, take care, stay happy, all of you, stay safe,
Okay,
take
sir.
Thank you, sir.
precautions.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye bye. Take care, all of you.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.